We're staying on top of breaking news out of South Korea. Officials now say at least 59 people have been killed and some 150 others injured during a Halloween event in Seoul. CNN's Will Ripley is there now on the scene. Will, what are you learning?
Fred, arriving here, we got the stunning news from the fire officials who have been responding out here. About 900 or so police and firefighters here on the scene, and the news is just about as bad as we could have imagined. I was walking past people in Halloween costumes on the phone, absolutely sobbing, calling their family members to let them know that they're okay. You can see that there are stretchers out here waiting to see if there are any more people who need to be taken to the hospital. But the videos that have been appearing on social media, combined with the emergency alerts, we knew that something really awful had happened here. This is, to set the scene for you, Fred, this is the Itaewon. Oh, is it possible to go through here? CNN, just through here. Thank you. This is the Itaewon nightclub district in Seoul. It is iconic for, among other major holidays, Halloween. People fly in from all over the region here in Asia to come here to celebrate Halloween in Itaewon. Come over here, Charlie, if we can. Let's see. I just want to take you down this row of emergency vehicles here, and you can see this line of stretchers. So all the hotels in this area are sold out, and it's actually at the Hamilton Hotel, which is right here to my left. Excuse me. There was a Halloween party, and apparently some sort of an incident happened. People fell down. It's being described in local media as a stampede, but people essentially were crushed. They fell. Let's get up closer here. And people raced out into the street. A lot of the streets here are very, very densely packed. There were tens of thousands of people out here. And the videos on social media showed people in costume lying on the ground, not moving, suffered cardiac arrest. We now know 59 of those people at least did not make it. And so the videos that we saw, and we were afraid that people might actually be dead on the street there, it turns out they were. Others were taken to area hospitals. They've had to open up extra hospital beds. You have the president of South Korea. He convened an emergency meeting of his disaster management team. They have a disaster management medical team on scene here now. So this is a federal incident. Undoubtedly got to be one of the worst that they've seen here in Seoul in quite some time, although I don't have historical statistics to back that up yet. But just the looks on people's faces out here, looks of disbelief at these scenes of hundreds and hundreds of emergency medical personnel, and earlier just rows of people's bodies on the street.
So
looks like there's some sort of media area here, Fred. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, so I just want to make sure I understand. So you're saying the party was taking place inside the hotel. Something happened, and then there was a stampede, and it was outside in which people would just start collapsing, or were there people who were physically in trouble and have been taken out of the building, and then you saw, what appeared to be bodies on the ground with sheets over?
So that's a very good question. One thing I'll point out to you is that if you look at, and we can actually give you a wide look, if you look at the sidewalks, pan around here, Charlie, just so it's not a very, very narrow area here. And this is an area where earlier there were videos of people on the ground. So while we're still trying to piece together from authorities exactly how this all went down, what is clear is that there were a lot of people crowded into a particular area, and at least 81 people called saying that they couldn't breathe. They called emergency services saying that they had trouble breathing. You had cardiac arrest, 59 people dying. Were people who fell, were they crushed? Were most of the deaths from cardiac arrest? We're still waiting for the specifics, Fred. Clearly there are a lot of questions that still need to be answered here. This is an investigation that is just getting underway, and they have so much work to do, not to mention notifying the families of those.
All right.
We're not going to make it home for these Halloween parties.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. Will Ripley, thank you so much. So, of course, still trying to figure out what may have induced cardiac arrest or suffocation, what led to the deaths of now 59 people there and so many others in.
Okay, y'all. I just had to throw this up because it's a reason that this is happening. I told you all that there are gonna be a lot of deaths, y'all. They're gonna be a lot at one time. I was telling you all about this. The sacrifices that are brewing this year, and oh Lord, don't even let us get to next year, because 223 mess is next year. Okay, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention to the time with this news report. It was 22232, and just pay attention to a lot of stuff that is in this video as far as the imagery in the background, and people doing hand symbolisms on the walls and stuff like that. Pay attention to this. This is in the name of this place is Seoul, y'all. This is the name of where it happened at in Korea. The name of it is Seoul, y'all. And they just lost 59 souls there, and it's still 150 people injured. They're not telling why. Pay attention to this. They're not telling why that the people there just what the commotion was inside of this hotel party. They're not even telling, why people start, just running out. A lot of people got stampede. They were stepped on and everything. Okay, y'all? People trying to get out. They didn't say it was a fire. They didn't say nobody got the blasting up in there or anything. Nothing blew up. They ain't saying nothing. But all of a sudden, something happened there. Everybody having a little Halloween party, and everybody just start running out. And they said that people were passing out in the streets after they got out of there. They were passing out. They said that there were bodies laid all over the street, y'all. And they were in their costumes. If this ain't a ritual, I don't know what is. Y'all pay attention to what's going on. If this is going on in Korea for Halloween, because it's 2-something in the morning over there now, or 3 o'clock in the morning right now, almost 2 in the morning over there. Y'all, this is crazy. Be careful this year for Halloween, y'all. Be very careful. And make sure your kids is somewhere safe, because it's going to be a mess this year. Okay, you notice how things kind of died down a little bit, and now this weekend is hitting, and this happens. This is no coincidence, y'all. Okay, everybody been talking about all the sacrificing that's been going on in Los Angeles, the Los Angeles, and all of this other stuff. All of these people that's passing there. Y'all pay attention to all of these signs, okay? This is another sign that there is something, there's more to come, okay? But if this was not a sacrifice, I don't know what. I can't even imagine showing up somewhere, the police showing up there, and just body after body after body after body after body laid out in the street. And they were in costumes. They probably thought it was some kind of, joke or something. Was this even real? But it is, y'all. It is. They just had so many bodies out there. It don't make sense. But I have to jump on here and tell you all that there's something brewing, y'all. And y'all see that it's some serious things are brewing out here right before, the sacrificial month, November's coming up, okay, y'all? And it's going to be much, much, much more, I'm just saying. It is what it is. This is their sacrificial months. And they sacrifice people. And now, allegedly, the elites then got to a point where they don't just like to sacrifice 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people. They want to get a whole bunch at one time. Okay, y'all? So you have to be careful with these crowds. And you're going to, really crowded places. And, make sure you near the exit if you are going, this type of person that you got to be around, this type of scenery. Make sure that you're being careful. Okay, y'all? Anyway, please like, share. I want to send a prayer out to, condolences out to the families that, the people that they lost. But you got to be careful out here. You have to start being more careful and more responsible, y'all. You have to. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching.